Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here. Welcome to more Costume Quest. Alright, so we got one more little door to go. I believe that door is right here. This is a dude. Yeah, you should be the last one. Okay, yeah, that's the last one. Yeah. Oh, also, like, I plan on doing a Pokemon-themed giveaway, like, at some point. I was doing this today, and I was thinking of ideas of, like, what to do. Like, for, like, how, like, to think of, like, some different Halloween-themed Pokemon. And one I thought of was, let me see, what else are we missing? Oh, the other one is missing there, so... Okay, so... The ninja one should be around here somewhere. But, yeah, I was thinking of, like, Pokemon to do for this specific game. Like, for a giveaway. And then some ideas just started popping into my head. Like, one idea, like, some of the ideas I thought of, like, first off, I started with the Crest Whaler because it was easier. Just to start there. Alright, we gotta clobber these guys again. These guys want to get wrecked today? Alright. Alright, so these guys obviously just want to get wrecked again. Again, same deal as always. Take out the mage first. Obviously, same deal as always. So yeah, that's the same deal. So yeah, I was thinking of like Pokemon to do. So the Quest Whaler was actually pretty easy to think of. I used I picked on using Honchkrow. So that one was the easiest one. Yeah, that was the easiest one to use. That was the easiest one to think for. Because that was the one to pick. See, I picked the Crust Whaler to do that with. So, let's say that's not even a debate there. Are you gonna run again? Or I'm about to say, you're gonna stay dead this time. Anything over here? Obviously not. So yeah, and I was working on it. I was experimenting with it, and now I was trying to think of Pokemon to use. Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking of like Pokemon to use. Okay, so now we got the ninja costume. So got that quest done. But yeah, and I was thinking of like things to use, like different Pokemon to use and mix and match. One Pokemon that I found particularly I used for that was gonna be Honchkrow. Like Honchkrow was my pick for that. That was my pick. Like Honchkrow was my selection. No, damn it! No, I did not want to do that. Oh wait, I think there's something I forgot to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if Sadie had any more battle stuff. Because there's a trophy for that too, and I'm playing on my sister's account because I've already got all the ones for this game. I thought so. I thought so. I was like, yeah, I thought so. But anyway, as I was saying, like I was thinking of like ideas and concepts to use for Pokemon, and one of the ones I picked Honchkrow to be the Crest Whaler because it was a black bird. It's kind of a crow-like thing. And then I just started moving it down, and I moved down to the Trowbog. The Trowbog was the big guys that we're facing here. The Quest Whalers you'll see later on. Yeah, the Crest Whalers you'll see a little bit later on. So yeah, and I picked that. For the Trowbogs, I decided to pick. I picked oh yeah, Garbodor, cause a giant trash thing. So, and it's just that was my pick. was that I picked Trowbog to be Garbodor. And then this was where the fun began. This is where the hard thinking began. What to do with Grubbins? So yeah, that was the interesting pick here. Was Garbodor. So the frickin' Grubbins, because I was trying to think of like Pokemon to use for that special kind of theme. Like I was trying to keep the thing like theme Costume Quest related. So, and I was just trying to concept ideas in my head to use. You know, I was just cycling through all the Pokemon in my head. I was like, wait, which one would be a good idea? So I was trying to think of a good idea of a costume to use, like a Pokemon to use. Yeah, I was trying to think of things like I couldn't pick Muk because that wouldn't make any sense. And then I cycled through Gen 2 and I was like, there's nothing here that fits. Nothing in Gen 2 was fit what I was looking for. So, yeah, I picked scrolling through Gen 2, and I couldn't pick one. I just couldn't pick, like, I couldn't think of anything but Gen 2. Like, at first. This was at first. This was all initial. But this was the initial thing. And this was the whole initial, like, subplot of what I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, that was the whole plot. Yeah. So, yeah, that was the whole subplot. By the way, this is the next boss. His name is Mextell. Mextell or whatever. Could ever frickin'... There's frickin' 500 names, but it's just a tank. But, yeah. And that's kind of what I was thinking of. Yeah. So, then that's kind of my whole concept, was it? And I strolled through Gen 3. I did actually consider Cacturn, because Cacturn had a mixture, because it kind of got like the black top when you see him. They kind of got that. They kind of got like the black, like Cacturn had kind of the colored thing of what I was going for covered. Like it had that whole theme that I was trying to hit, but I passed it up for some reason. It's like I don't know about that. I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious. That is not good. Okay, shield. I gotta protect loot. Okay. So this is what it does. So this is what the thing does. It protects like her from being attacked. And she's stunned right now, which also helps. So everyone else will have to eat it a little bit for right now. But yeah, I was scrolling through for ideas, and I just couldn't think of what Pokemon would be good for exactly what I was aiming for. Yeah. Yeah, so I was just trying to scroll through looking for ideas, really. I was like, did Gen 3, and I'm trying to stay away from, like, I'm trying to keep it to different gens. But man, I didn't think that there were so few ideas. Like it was odd. I just couldn't like think of anything like that would fit it perfectly. Which is kind of weird because usually I'm pretty smart about this. So yeah, I was just like, oh crap, Reynolds stunned. Let's get the one that's stunned. So yeah, and I was trying to concept like different ones. Yeah, and I was just like scrolling through. Yeah, I was just trying to like, I just couldn't make up my mind about which Pokemon I wanted to use. So then I just started strolling through, and I was just trying to like concept ideas really for that. And I just couldn't make up my mind about which Pokemon I wanted to use. So eventually I thought of shiny forms, and Ursaring popped into my head. it's kind of like the green shade of the Grubbins. And that's why I considered it. I mean, it's still, like, I'm still debating it, but I know the other two are pretty much locked in. Like, I'm pretty confident about those. So I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. So yeah, I'll stick with that idea for now. Like that's the thing. I'll just like stick with that as just my concept that I'm gonna use for those specific Pokemon, really. So I'm gonna stick with that idea. Yeah. So I was just trying to think of like this is like ideas that I was concepting, really. Yeah, it's just so I'm just like I'm trying to think. I'm still trying to think of this right now. Like I can't really think about that. Like I was trying to think of all these ideas that I wanted to use for specific Pokemon. I was trying to think of them. I was like, what sounds like a good idea? And I couldn't pick, I just couldn't pick, like a specific concept and idea. Yeah. So, I was just trying to frickin' pick up, like, good ideas. Like, to use for, like, specific Pokemon. And I just couldn't pick one. So, eventually, like, I was trying to frickin', like specific Pokemon to use. I just couldn't think of one. Like that was the easy part was concepting. Was picking the Crestwhaler. Like the Crestwhaler and the Trowbog were foregone conclusions. Like personal opinion, they were foregone conclusions. Okay. Okay, so yeah. In case you haven't figured it out, like, apparently, like, they saw the little speed, like, and then she ran off, like, not sure why. But, yeah. So that's kind of what that is. Anyway, so, like, and I'm just deciding on whether to stick with Ursaring for now, and maybe think of something else down the road. Oh, by the way, these are the Crestwhalers. These bird guys right here. Yeah, these bird guys are the Crestwhalers. These guys right here. So, yeah, that guy right there. Them guys right there. The bird guys. That's why I picked Honchkrow. Because it's pretty much like it's like a bird. It's like a blackbird beak. So, yeah, I was just like, yeah, so. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so now you're decostumized, so you gotta go find that guy has your costumes, actually. That guy has them. So yeah, that guy, the birds have them in that freaking treasure chest. So yeah, I gotta freaking, trying to remember what I gotta do here. I remember it being something significant. Oh, no, that's not it. Obviously not. But, yeah, it's just, I'm gonna pick, so that's kind of what I'm concepting. Alright, I guess we can leave this here, so with that, this has been Dark Kirby 14, we'll see you next on more Costume Quest.